Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for a rare Alliance War video. Now, I haven't been uploading any war videos really this season because the whole season was kind of scrapped by Kabam. It's essentially wherever you placed at the end of last season, that's where you're going to place for this season. Unless you place higher this season, then you'll get those rewards. But we placed Master's top 10 last season, so we just kind of figured, all right, well, no really point to keep trying this season. So essentially, in my battle group at least, what happened is our officers just assigned everyone to a path. So I was given path 5 for the remainder of the season. And so I've just been doing that. And so this is the very final war of the season. I looked at the path, looked at the map, and I was like, all right, let's do it. I'm going to try to clear the entire war map by myself. This was at the start of war before anyone else had joined. It's just me. So I cleared the first 2 fights in section 1, and I almost died. I didn't die, but I did almost die with Spot because one of the fights was a domino. And as you can see, my team isn't really equipped to fight domino, so I lost a lot of health, but I didn't die. But I also didn't record it. So I didn't record section 1, but I swear I did not die, and I have proof that I did not die at the end, you'll see. But that's okay. I started recording at a good time. You guys still get plenty, I promise, plenty of goodness. So this is one of my favorite teams ever to bring to war. Symbiote Supreme, Spot, and Spider-Man, Stark Enhanced. And we got a lot of crazy fights. So let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. So we're on Path 5, Section 2, the first fight. Now you see me, Ebb and Flow Intercept, Rank 4 Gentle. Alright, we're going in here with Spot, and boom, get an Intercept immediately. So boom, we got that up. Here I'm going to go for a light attack. You saw that light attack did 25,000 damage. So that's why I went for that light attack right there. Here, drop a little heavy. And now here, we can just go for free intercepts. Or I can try to, at least, without getting punished. However, he decided to throw his special 1. So that's alright. We're just building up a fresh round of Untouchable right now. We also have the Falter node to contend with. So, you know, that's fun. But boom, heavy, and then here intercept, and then here he would trigger his Unstoppable, and here I decide, you know what? I'm just gonna rip my special too. So I have the Fury from the Ebb and Flow Intercept, the Fury from my own abilities, and just a little bit of time left on Untouchable. So we rip it, and Gentle's cooked. So Spot is pretty good for Gentle. However, the fight can definitely go poorly. That was 44 seconds. Not bad. But yes, that fight can absolutely go poorly. If Gentle throws his special 2, then Spot's damage goes from what that was down to like 15%. Because he triggers a super big physical resist passive. So the key with Gentle, if you're using Spot, is just do not let him throw that special 2. And you should be alright. So up next we have Destroyer. I've fought Destroyer here like countless times already this season. This is such a common placement. And Spot just is so good for it. So right there he outranged my Heavy, which was interesting. But we did get the Intercept, so that's cool. It's a free Intercept, you know, once we're untouchable with Spots. Boom, that light attack did 43,000 damage. Not bad, not bad. So here, I'm only using medium attacks. Boom, got the intercept. Now this fight is literally over. Medium, I'm only using mediums there. The first special 2 hit did 125,000. The second hit did 131,000. And then he's dead. We have so much overkill in the bank that is not required. I think that was only a rank 3 destroyer. But as you saw, it doesn't matter if that was a rank 5 destroyer. He was dead to that special 2 either way. So, I built my team thinking, about the final mini island. Now, there's all these little mini islands first. So this is kind of like a side quest. We do need to clear one of these mini islands to then reach the final island. So one of them is required. Anything after that is really just a side mission. And we are going to go on one additional side mission. I'll tell you guys that. So up first here we have this Sasquatch. So I fought Sasquatch here a few times with Spot, and already you're probably like, Lagacy, what the heck are you doing? This is ebb and flow knockdown. Why are you not knocking him down? It's totally a good reason for it. Trust me, like I said, I've done this fight many times with Spot. So if you knock him down, he goes debuff immune. And then, we're not applying those 20 ruptures that I have applied right now. We don't get to apply those, if he's debuff immune. And then if we're not applying those, we're also not building up our own charges. So it's better to just not even knock him down. Here we reparry heavy, and then now we're going to get ready for a special 2. So boom, rip this. Unfortunately, you know, he has 8 stacks of his rage up. So that is reducing our damage by about 40%. Nothing I can really do about that. You know, I needed to throw the special, or I was going to go to 3 bars of power, and I don't want that. So yeah, didn't really have a choice. It's totally all good though. And we're just comboing right now, and we're doing a buttload of damage. And then here we're just going to stand still, just chill, just trying to bait a special. There we go. And then we just need to do what we did before and do it again. So we're going to reparry. There I tried to reparry, but he was still in wrath. There we go, reparry, pop that. And then here I just want to bait a heavy real quick. Boom, throw my special, and he's dead. So, you know, like, if his Wrath of Tanarak triggered, like, right before I threw my special, if we got super lucky, he probably would have died to that first special, too. But RNG, that's the way that fight goes. Like I said, I've done it before. Sometimes it's 1 special 2. Sometimes the rage stacks stay up, and you gotta go again. And that's totally fine. So, the final little mini island there all has Hazard Shift. No one on my team is equipped to handle Hazard Shift, let alone those specific defenders. So, like, I mean, Spot could totally take Zola or Solvark, but not with Hazard Shift. So then I'm looking at the other mini island, and I see that Onslaught, and that Onslaught is just begging to be destroyed with this team I have. I have multiple options. I could spot it. I'm very comfortable spotting Onslaughts. Or we can use Stark Spidey. So, boom, return Spot to his Pokeball. You know, let him have a good rest. And now we let out Stark Spidey. The GOAT's going to let Stark Spidey shine a little bit here. So here, I wanted to hit him 1 time to avoid the root. Still got rooted. So I was like, okay, whatever. So now I have 6 Bubble Shield on me. I really just kind of wanted to push Onslaught to a special so that, you know, I can build poise off that. It's like free poise charge building on his special. So yeah, I did that. And then here, I'm just going to throw the special 1 to, again, avoid being put into the root. And honestly, at this point, I probably could have just ended the fight. I probably did not even need to bait that special. And I ended up getting rooted. It's fine. It's all good. And then he ended up getting another special, and I'm going to end up getting rooted again. But it's still totally fine. I don't even get touched twice whilst en route. And now I'm going to go ahead and end the fight. So boom, full combo into special 1. That leads us to another full combo into a relic. And then that would lead us to another full combo and potentially even being back to another special 1. So like, yeah, I could have ended that fight a lot sooner. That's Stark Spidey is just so crazy, dude. He's the GOAT. So yeah, we're going to skip the Hazard Shift mini island. The team I have can't really handle it. So boom, now we're going to go ahead and move on to the right side. It takes a lot of freaking energy to clear the war map by yourself. So up first here we have a rank 4 Thanos, close to 1,000,000 health points. And you might be thinking, like, you got Sim Supreme for this, right? Nah, we staying with Stark Spidey. So this is actually one of my favorite interactions in the game because I love both these champions. Deathless Thanos is, like, I think easily the best cosmic champ in the game, like, and not even close. And I love him. And you guys know how much I love Stark Spidey. He's my all-time favorite champ. So for, like, 2 champs that I just love so much, for one of them that is 8 years old to be one of the top tier counters to the newer one that is like an insane defender, it just makes me really happy. It makes me a happy boy. So I love doing this matchup. Although I am screwing it up a little bit. I'm definitely playing a little bit too aggressive. Right here, there's again. I'm going too crazy here. At that time, I got punished for it, rightfully so. The first time I kind of got away with it. And then, yeah, I think I blocked one of the hits on that. Holy crap, I didn't realize in the fight how much damage I took. That was 26,000. But here we dropped the special 2 because I don't want to get faltered. Alright, there we go. And, man, Stark Spidey, he just hits so freaking hard. And then, you know, if Thanos triggers the the protection, you know, that's your cue to just back off. And of course, you should be keeping an eye on the Unstoppable, a better eye than I was doing in this fight. But solo's a solo. Boom. All right, Stark Spidey, return. You've earned yourself a nice rest. And now it's time for Symbiote Supreme to shine. I only brought him to this war for this one fight, this rank 3 Maestro. We got Polka Dot Power Gain, Brute Force, Stunning Reflect, Poison, and Incinerate. Symbiote Supreme doesn't really have anything that's special for this fight. You know, he's just a great war champ. He's just a great war champ with a good nullify. So, you know, we'll be able to handle Maestro for the most part here. We don't have any type of poison or incinerate to be applying, but it's fine. It's all good. We really just need to get to the special 3 and then start going a little crazy. And we do have the bleed debuffs to benefit from Polka Dot Power Gain, so that is something that will help. So start of the fight, just totally screw up his special, so that's fun. And then here, I think I'm going to try to parry every inch of this special, because the way Sim Supreme works in this armor phase, that's how you apply your staggers. It's based off blocked hits, and parries have a higher chance to apply them. But I can't parry, like normally, like his regular combos, or I'll get the Stunning Reflect, you know. So I was trying to parry the special, parry when I could to build some of those up. Now we finally built to our special 3, so boom, we're going to drop the hammer. And we get a little bit of power back, but not enough, you know, not enough to immediately drop a special 2. So here we're just kind of killing some time, waiting for our power to naturally flow above 2 bars. Boom, there we go. Drop 1 special 2, drop another special 2, and power back boost power back boost paired with power steal put me right back to a special 3. And does this kill? No, it doesn't kill, but guess what? That special 2 does. The first hit did 132,000. I wonder what the next hit was going to hit for, but we'll never know. That was a rank 3 Maestro, but again, if that was a rank 4 Maestro, or even a rank 5 Maestro, he was in the loop. He was cooked, bro. He was dead. He was done for. So, alright, Symbiote Supreme, you can return. That was his one and only fight, and now it's time to let Spot out once again. Spot, have fun. It's a future Ant-Man boss. Healed him up. And I think I threw on... I think I just have a Power Start 1 boost still from the Maestro fight. We're just going to roll with that. So I really like Spot for fam. You know, I can nuke fam super duper quick in Battlegrounds with Spot. And again, the whole free intercept thing when you're in Untouchable is super nice. It's very easy to get rid of the nano armors, you know. So here, watch this. I just go for an intercept. So right there, you know, Future Ant-Man had a bar of power. So with most champs, you can't just dash back and go for an intercept like that, because there's a very good chance he throws a special. But with Spot, it doesn't matter, because even if he throws the special, we're untouchable, baby. It don't matter. So boom, there was 3 hits into the portal block. I'm gonna go ahead and bank that and rip the special 2. Very first hit, he gets an armor and glances it. So the very first hit lost like 90,000 damage from that. That's fun, you know. It's all good. It's all good. Let's just build back up, get to another fresh rotation. So right there, he applied a disintegration, and then I blocked another one. So now I got 2 disintegrations on me. It's fine. It's all good. I just need to get back to another special 2, and he's dead. And so here, like, we can literally just hit into him. Like, that's another thing I love about Spot. It's like free special baiting. Like, you don't even have to try to bait the specials. They'll just throw them. And it's free special avoidance as well, so long as, again, we're untouchable. Dude, Spot, man, he's so crazy. But, yeah, he keeps throwing 1 hit into my heavy. I need more than 1 hit. There's 2 hits. I was like, I guess that's enough. So then we drop the special 2, and he triggers more glancing armors. He's going crazy on the glancing armors, but it's fine. We're just kind of chilling right in his face. We actually end up having to bait another special, but it's fine. We're gonna... Boom, that's a bunch of portal blocks. Now I can activate my untouchable, and then we just need to go for a heavy. So boom, rip my heavy, and he somehow didn't die to that, but then we just rip a special 1, and now he's dead. So that boss fight wasn't really as clean as I was imagining it in my head, but hey, man, a solo is a solo. Still under 2 minutes, you know, still pretty damn solid. So here, right here, is where I can show you that I did not die this war, because this is the score for the whole war. No one has died yet. So yeah, the first 2 fights that I wasn't able to show you, I did not die. There's the proof. Yeah, and then here's just a look back at the entire war map that I cleared all by my lonesome. All by my lonesome. So yeah, guys, that is going to go ahead and wrap it up for that's the final war of the season. I did like this a few times, where I just kind of one-man armied the whole entire war map, just because, I don't know, it's kind of fun. But this one just felt really good because I didn't die at all, and I used a team full of my favorite champions, and they just destroyed. So yeah, this one was probably one of my all-time favorite wars ever, and just such a good end to a chill, laid-back season. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this war video. I've been thinking about like trying to get into the planning side of things. Let me know if that's something you guys would want to see, because if I did get into the planning side of war, you know, then I could like assign myself way more fights like this, like with Spot. Like I've only been assigned Spot, I think I think 3 fights, like less than 5 fights total. You know, whereas this war, I think I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This war alone, I took 5 fights with Spot, including the boss. You know, and he did a phenomenal job for every single one of them. So yeah, I don't know. If I did get into this planning side of things, I could definitely have some cooler wars. But yeah, we'll see. It is a lot of work. The planners, man, I don't envy them, but I have been thinking about it. So let me know what you guys think about that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. And of course, if you're ever on the web store and you're making a purchase and you want to support me, just go ahead and type in code LAG, all lowercase. That'll support your boy on your next purchase. Thank you guys so much for all the support. You guys are the best. Peace.